Magnetic forces. What is the difference between a magnet and a magnetic material? Complete these sentences for your answer. A magnet is a material that has an area around it where magnetic force is active. In this area, a magnet can attract or repel other magnets, and it can attract a magnetic material also. A magnetic material does not have an area around it where a magnetic force is active. So a magnetic material cannot attract another magnetic material. That means magnets and magnetic materials are two different objects. Magnetic material could be iron or copper, all the metals. A magnet is a magnet which attracts or repels other magnets. Forces between the magnets. Magnets are attracted to each other when they are still a certain distance apart. This shows that the force between magnets can act over a distance. Remember that a magnet is a material that has an area around it, where magnetic force is active. So as long as Arun holds the second magnet inside this area, that is a little bit closer to the second magnet, the two magnets will be attracted to one another. The stronger the magnets, the bigger the area and bigger the distance can be. Test the strength of magnets. You will need two different magnets, such as a bar magnet and a horseshoe magnet, a metal paper clip with no plastic coating, a 30 cm plastic or wooden ruler. Draw a table to record your results in. Here is the procedure to follow during the activity. Your ruler remains in the same position during the entire activity. Place the paper clip at the zero end of your ruler. The position of the paper clip is dependent on changes of the magnet. We are going to measure these changes. Place the north pole of magnet 1 at the other end of the ruler. You're going to change the magnet during the activity. Now slowly move your magnet towards the paper clip. Stop the magnet as soon as the paper clip is attracted to and touches the magnet. Read off the distance in millimeters or centimeters on the ruler. Record the distance on your table. This is the first reading. Now repeat the above steps to find a second and third reading for the north pole of magnet 1. Carry out the activity again with the south pole of magnet 1 and fill in the blanks of the table. Repeat to find a second and third reading of the north pole of magnet 1. Carry out the activity again with the south pole of magnet 1. Fill in the table. Repeat the activity to test the strength of your other magnet. Calculate the mean readings and fill in the mean reading column of the table. To calculate the mean reading, add together the three readings and divide the sum by 3. For example, if your three readings were 3.2 millimeters, 3.4 millimeters, and 3 millimeter, the sum is 9.6 millimeter. And then to find the mean reading, you will divide 9.6 by 3, which is equal to 3.2. Draw a bar graph to present your results. Use the mean readings. Use a scale of 1 centimeter representing 5 millimeter. Draw a bar for each pole of each magnet. Give your graph a suitable heading. The table has been filled in for you. The readings have been measured and entered in this along with the mean reading. This is a sample bar graph for the readings given. Here are a few questions based on the activity. Why can't you use a steel ruler for this activity? Steel is a magnetic material, So the magnet would attract a ruler. Why did he use a steel paper clip? Paper clip is a magnetic material and you want a magnetic material to be attracted to the magnet. How did this activity show the forces between a magnet and a magnetic material act over a distance? Magnet attracted the paper clip when it was just some distance apart from the paper clip. When it was away, it didn't attract the paper clip. Were the three measurements of each magnet always the same? No, they weren't the same. Why is it a good scientific practice to take each measurement more than once to get more accurate results? Were the strength of the north and south poles of each magnet different or the same? Probably one pole is often stronger than the other pole. What did he do to make sure the test was fair? We kept all the variables the same. Identify the control variable, dependent variable, and the independent variable. Here the control variable was the object being attracted to the magnet, that is the magnetic material, because that did not change. The independent variable was the strength of the magnet. This changed. The dependent variable was the distance from the magnet to the paper clip at which it was attracted. This is what we measured. Why did one of the magnets attract the paper clip from a greater distance away? It was because the magnet was stronger. Stronger the magnet, bigger the distance or region of magnetic force it has. What do you conclude about whether or not magnets can have different strengths? Yes, we can conclude that magnets have different strengths. Which type of scientific enquiry did you practice today in this activity? It was fair test. Match up each word 1 to 5 with its meanings from A to E. The first word is gravity, and its meaning is D, that is, a force which attracts all objects towards the earth. Second, magnetic material, and the meaning is a material that is attracted to a magnet. The third corresponds to E. Applied force is a force that is applied to another object or a person. Fourth is alloy, which is a mixture of metals. The fifth one is satellite, which is a body in space which moves around a larger body in space. Identify the type of force acting on these pictures: magnetic forces, gravity, friction, and applied forces. Which of the following materials are magnetic and which are non-magnetic? The answer is steel and iron are magnetic. Wood, copper, plastic, and aluminium are non-magnetic materials. Copy this picture of a submarine. Now on your picture label the four forces which are acting on the submarine when it is moving through the water, and show the direction and name of each force. The first one is thrust. Thrust moves in the forward or in the direction of the submarine. Upthrust goes upwards. Gravity is downwards. Water resistance is always acting in the opposite direction of the flow of water, so it's backwards. When the submarine is at rest, which two forces are acting on it? It's gravity and upthrust. What causes the thrust? Engines. Describe the submarine's shape. The submarine's shape is streamlined. Why does a submarine have this shape? It's because to reduce the water resistance and make it go faster through the water. Arun and Marcus are comparing the strength of two magnets. They are using a plastic ruler and a steel drawing pin. Why are Arun and Marcus using a steel drawing pin? This is because steel is a magnetic material and it will be attracted to the magnet. Why are they using a plastic ruler? because it's a non-magnetic material and we want only the steel drawing pin to be attracted to the magnet. What is the control variable in this experiment? It's the object that is being attracted to the magnet. What is the dependent variable? The distance at which the drawing pin is being attracted to the magnet. What is the independent variable? The strength of the magnet. How does their investigation show which magnet is the strongest? The stronger magnet will attract the drawing pin from a greater distance.